basic necessities. Like, I do think that it's important to invest in those things, even if it comes out of our tax dollars a little bit.
Right.
You know, I don't want full socialism by any stretch of the means, but like when people are struggling, or if a single woman has a baby and there's not another income provider, I think that the government should provide benefits for that. I think things like that are important because they do work in other countries. I do still believe in a portion of capitalism. I think it's important to prosper and, you know, pursue your own way of happiness and
it gives us
make money
opportunities
for
to
yourself.
make our own businesses, things like that.
Exactly. You know,
at
I
the
think
same
there's a
time,
happy medium. I think
we're at
there's
the
a
level
happy
where
medium.
it's just like, okay, a lot of people are fucking fucked up, right? And in America, elements of socialism could definitely alleviate a lot of financial and mental stress that comes with the financial stress.
Yeah, that's the thing that's huge right now is the mental health pandemic.
People are just like, oh,
That's a
fucking
pandemic.
they're just like, oh, work harder. But like, bro, what do you mean? You're fucking, they're gonna kill themselves
Yeah,
literally
there's people
fucking
who work
doing
hard.
this
There's
shit.
people.
You know what I mean?
I remember that thing I shared on Instagram about that lady who tweeted, "My brother killed himself. He exercised. He had a job. He did all these productive things, and he still killed himself because, at the end of the day, if you're sick mentally, you know."
Just something
That's something that needs to be
they're
healed.
fighting with
like
every
if,
day.
If I have a broken arm, you can see that.
Right.
But if I'm broken up here, you can't see that except for observing my own actions. But a lot of people hide it very well, and they're afraid to talk about those things because they're very, very personal, understandably so.
And I've been through a lot of personal, mental stuff, like
Preaching
emotional
to the choir.
issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heartbreak, whatever. You know what I mean? Depression, anxiety. But it's like, and people have really, like, people I've met for the first time ever in my life, bro. Like, I don't know how people could just feel it from me or something, and they'll tell me about their mental health issues
I've had
and
that
stuff like
too.
that. You know what I mean?
For some people,
And
yeah.
I'm just like shocked. You know what I mean? But it's like, wow, this person's going through a lot. Definitely are. Like,
But
wow.
that shows that people can tell that you're, excuse me, trustful and empathetic person and a non-judgmental
And
person.
they put their vulnerabilities out there. Exactly. And
Exactly.
honestly, I wasn't in the same energy I could have used to just kind of let them wallow in their own, you know, fears and stuff, or just put them down. Like you're saying, how people put in so much energy to put other people down. You know what I mean? I put in the energy to try and help lift them up from that point. You know what I
And
mean?
it makes you feel good too. That's the thing
Yeah.
too. They say like whenever you're depressed or sad or on edge, like do something really, really nice for someone out of the blue, and it'll make you feel a million times better. Whether that's giving food to a homeless person, buying the person that's behind you in the drive-through coffee, you know, just those little things can go a long way. Like
those little
that
things
butterfly
make me
effect.
happier,
You know what
bro.
I mean?
You're right.
We need more of that compassion and empathy and love, and it'll help the world out as a whole. Which again goes back to what I was saying about media and how it's always so negative. Like there's rarely that positive story. And if all we're taking in is negative, how are we going to be able to spread positive energy when all we're receiving is negative?
Yeah, you're just
About,
gonna
the
you're
world
putting out
sucks.
what you get in. You know what I mean?
Coronavirus, you know?
Yeah.
Will we go to war with China? Like,
They want us to go fucking insane, bro.
yeah.
Fight with each other when instead we need to.
We need to question the establishment.
We need to question how we organized already. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If anything, I don't want to get too conspiracy theorists, whatever.
Oh,
but you
you're
know,
good,
it's like
you're good.
fucking. We're like getting pushed into a little more secluded pockets, away from each other, away from
Exactly.
people who are bringing out powerful ideas, who are trying to connect this. Granted, I don't know. It's really.
It's not a
hard to
black
say.
and white issue.
It's not. It's
not.
very. There's a lot of things that collude that are making this a difficult thing to deal with. But overall, I think we need to remember that our power to organize and utilize the power of the people is going to be our way to
That's
save
a fact.
ourselves.
That's a fact.
So, and at the end of the day, you got to stop trying to find the enemy when realistically we're in the same boat. You know what I mean?
We all bleed the same blood.
We're
We
in the
all have
American-
anxiety.
exactly.
We all have we all experience these things as human beings,
Mm.
and that kind of goes back to like a little bit of the racing and the culture background. Like if we just see each other for who we are, humans that were all created from this universe, you know, fucking like nitrogen,
Made of
oxygen.
elements, yeah,
Like
carbon.
we're all literally made of the elements from the earth. Like
Space.
like even if you don't believe in God, like still the fact that we're here and we're blessed enough to be conscious as we are, like that's a blessing in
Gemini
itself.
shit. No, absolutely, bro. I'm very, very thankful every day I wake up, and I try and, how we talking about those little small things you give back to the pro. I try and do a little small thing for the world every day, bro. It's like
Exactly.
just a little something small. Maybe it might help. A little butterfly effect for somebody. You know what I mean? I hope that.
Exactly.
You don't know how it could really affect them, bro. Just giving somebody a fresh water
Yeah.
bottle, juice, whatever.
Yeah, just our chances of being human.
Small things.
Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this all the time. Our chances of being human are 400 trillion to 1. And there's no doubt that humans suffer no matter how many things we have. Like, even if we have water, even if we have shelter, you know, even if we have finances, you know, there's a lot of stressful things in life. But when you really put it into perspective, like, we could have been a sheep, we could have been just a random fish in a pond. But no, we're human, and we get to really, really impact the world our way, creatively, spiritually, financially, whatever it is. And if we put that into perspective, I think the world would be a better place. But we're too caught up in the madness. It doesn't matter what side you're on, left, right. And it doesn't matter what religion, race. We're all just caught up in the distractions, and we really need to take a step back, I think, and realize, you know, things are really good for us. Because I've seen, you know how they'll say, like, a person who's living in a hut with nothing is sometimes happier than the guy who's going to work at Wall Street. And like that really puts into perspective, you know. At the end of the day, like, you have your mind, and yes, mental health makes it very, very challenging, but if you're able to just kind of flip that switch and change your perspective, you know, the world really can be your oyster, and you can make it a better place for others. And I think you're doing that. I think you're really trying, and I think I'm really trying too. Like, obviously, we're trying to build ourselves and provide an income for ourselves as well, building our brand. You know, those things feel good. They're a bit of an ego inflation, but with that said, while we build ourselves up, we want to help build others. And I think that makes a huge difference between us and a lot of the other people that might be competing with us, quite frankly, that we know nothing about.
And honestly, on that note, bro, I just want to say, whoever's listening to this, I really hope that this message resonated with you, and like,
Facts.
I want you to like really take time by yourself, close your eyes, like really just do some soul searching, like try and figure out what really makes you happy with your life. You know what I mean? What doesn't bring you happiness? What gives you that satisfaction? Who do you think actually is there for you if you call them when you need them? Who's there for you?
Yes.
Who do you really have in your corner? What do you really have to offer for yourself to the world? Like, what do you love about yourself? What do you want to give out to the world? Find that and go as far as you can with it.
And know that it's okay to not know all the answers right away.
Exactly.
Embrace the journey, because we're all doing it.
I saw this quote: "The journey is the destination."
Oh yeah, that's a fact. The more you embrace the journey, the better off you are, no matter what it is in life. Focus on the journey, be present in the moment. You can't change the past, you can only dictate so much of the future. Ravi, it's been good chatting with you. Do you have any last words, anything that you wanted to talk about before we sign off?
No,
you
bro.
get that fresh cut.
It's been a pleasure. Honestly, I'm so happy to have this platform. Thank you, Duke, again for
Dude,
this
my pleasure.
opportunity.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Glad
as
to be
well.
here. Glad to just share this message. I really, I can't wait to look at this video
Yeah.
a year from today and
It's a
see
fact.
where we are, and like,
Exactly.
who knows
Exactly.
what this is gonna look like in a year from now.
Who knows?
Like, I really want to probably want to touch on all the same topics we touched on today and see if
Exactly.
they're still relevant or where we're at in all of those things
Preach
at
it.
that point. You know what I mean? And honestly, just keep chasing your dreams and don't get discouraged. Be yourself. Love yourself. 860.
So, peace.
Peace.
I'll cut off a video.
Oh yeah.